and they led Team USA in scoring, just under 15 points a game. That's, of course, after Curry did something we've never seen. Averaged 30 a game, made 17 threes in the final 2 rounds to lead the Americans to gold. So we just saw what could happen, right, if these two join forces. And we explored the potential of LeBron and Steph becoming teammates on yesterday's show. It was reckless of us to do that without Bobby Marks. It was reckless of us to do that without our front office insider, our money guru, to tell us if there is any way we can dream big, dream this dream. Bobby, can you tell us, is there any path whatsoever that makes sense that both of them could team up at this stage in their careers?
Well, listen, LeBron James signed a 2-year contract this past offseason, and with that contract, there's a player option there. He doesn't have a 3-year contract or a 4-year contract. He has a player option. He can become a free agent once again next offseason and pick his team that he would want to go to. Of course, that comes with probably leaving $50 million on the table to go to a team like Golden State and join in Steph Curry here. And I think the big thing is to keep an eye on is maybe the summer of 2026. Steph Curry has 2 years left on his contract. He has the ability to sign an extension. He could become a free agent also. So certainly LeBron next offseason or potentially the summer of 26 when both could be free agents.
Interesting. So you're telling me it's not a no. It's just
I'm telling you there's a chance.
A very, 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 very add a bunch more varies long shot. So I'm going to say if in capital letters, Andrea, this were to happen. We don't really think it is. If it were to happen, where do you think it would make the most sense?
Oh, this is tough. I think it would make the most sense. I know Steph Curry wants to finish his career as a Warrior. I understand that. But for me, what a beautiful ending it would be for him to go to LA, bring a championship with LeBron to the storied organization and franchise that is the Lakers. Like, to ignite that fan base and that crowd and that arena and bring a championship back to the Lakers, I think it would be incredible. But for me, honestly, I don't care where it happens. I would just love to see it. I don't know how anyone could watch what those two did in the Olympics and argue that it's a bad idea to put those two together on a team. They played beautiful basketball alongside each other.
Drea, you're breaking people's hearts in the Bay Area, even talking such blasphemy to think about Steph Curry playing in a Lakers uniform. For me, look, I agree with you, first of all. I think what they showed with this run, the chemistry is there personally, right? And when you spend this much time together as teammates with something meaningful, this isn't an all-star weekend. This is meaningful games, high-pressure games. Your families are there. You get to be connected to a guy in a way that you never have before. But their games also align because LeBron wants to be more of a facilitator, and he's willing to defer when the opportunity presents itself to win. He did that in the bubble with Anthony Davis and making him more of the guy that controlled the scoring load of that offense. So their games mesh as well. But here's the thing. If it happens, I think it has to be in Golden State. I think Steph Curry, he wants to be that guy that wears one uniform his entire career. But he would love to welcome in that kind of talent to give him a chance to stay competitive at this level. So I think LeBron, look, he's already changed teams 3 times. What would one more be, right? Just change teams one more time. LeBron, no big deal. For Steph, I think it means something to him to just wear that one uniform.
Perk?
Look, I just want it to happen. But I don't think we have to wait until 2026. And I understand Bobby, he's our guy. He's going to, when the contract is going to end, the player option. But we're talking about the 2 most powerful individuals in basketball. If they want to get somewhere, they can, no matter at what point of their contract they're in. So when I think about just this season, we have to think about LeBron James and Steph Curry. And what are they? They are winners. They are winners. Last time that I checked, both of these guys got 4 NBA championships apiece. They're not just playing for the health of it. They're not okay with being at the bottom of the pack. They're not okay with being in the middle of the pack. They want to be on top. Every single season, both of those guys want to have an opportunity to compete for a title. That's why this season, we all got to keep a close eye on both of these organizations and with the Suns, with Kevin Durant, to see where they are, because I feel like there's going to be some furniture moving if things don't go well, and everybody can't win.
Bobby,
everybody can't
I
win.
asked you for your numbers. I didn't ask for your opinion on the furniture moving. So where do you fall on that?
I agree with Perk here. I think if they're going to win a 9th championship, certainly as Perk said, there's 8 between both of them. It's going to be together. It's not going to be with the Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis alone, or Steph Curry with Draymond Green. I just look at both these teams as 2 teams that are going to be competing to get into the play-in spot this year here. These are not championship teams currently built.
Dre, I know you've been the Pac-Man noises that we heard, on the end of Tim Legler's point. I know you have something to add here.
Well, because I'm just sitting here thinking, and Bobby mentioned they're not championship organizations right now, but while these 2 players are special, they do still need a team around them. And when you look at both franchises, which is in a better position to push for a championship? It's the Lakers currently. So if we're just thinking about them, one joining the other in a city where they would have the best shot to do it, it'd be Steph Curry coming to join LeBron and Anthony Davis and the Lakers versus LeBron, like you said, going to join Steph Curry, Draymond Green. All respect to the Warriors, but the Lakers have a better shot.
I'm just looking at my phone here because my entire family in the Bay Area is already texting me about your take here. Where obviously this gave us a taste of what we could see there, but it also showed us just, Team USA hanging in the balance in terms of age. Look at this. From 2024, players who will be 35 or under in the next Olympics in 2028. Only Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton will still be in their 20s. Tatum, Booker, and Bam Adebayo will be in their early 30s. So looking ahead to 2028, Perk, who do you think is going to be the leader of this squad here?
That's an easy answer. It's going to be Anthony Edwards. It was going to be Anthony Edwards. We saw in this past Olympics, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and KD, and LeBron James, they deferred to him at times. They sat back and said, you know what, young fella, you could rock out. We saw Steve Kerr let him go into the game, and at times it looked like Anthony Edwards was playing on the floor by himself. He was not even looking to pass the ball, and I think that's the relationship that he had with the coaches, also the trust that every single guy on that roster and coaching staff have in Anthony Edwards. He came into the Olympics talking about the offense needs to run through me. And the rest of the guys, they embraced that. Although he didn't finish it off strong, obviously the OGs took it home, but those keys are already in the hands of Anthony Edwards.
I love the confidence that Anthony Edwards walks into every situation with. Perk, you took mine, but I'm also going to say someone else in Devin Booker, because we can't say enough about Devin Booker and the role he was willing to commit to during the Olympics. He committed to being an excellent role player, but he stepped up when he needed to. 15 points in that gold medal game on 6 of 9 shooting. He made great cuts. He defended. He set up his teammates. He played with an incredible amount of energy, and this is something he committed to a year ago, in September 2023. Kuz said, stars that know how to play a role. And look what Book said at the top. I'll do it. He said he would do it in 2023 in September, and he did it. And I think with Book, his willingness to play a role in this Olympics sets him up perfectly to be the guy in the next Olympics. Steve Kerr said he was their unsung MVP. That's this year. In 4 years, he could be the MVP for Team USA.
I'm going to piggyback off both of you guys, because I think you both have really good points here. I think clearly for me it's going to be Anthony Edwards, because I think he's got the personality type and the game to grab it. He wants to grab it. He wants to walk into that 4 years from now where everybody knows he is basically become the leader of that team. And I think that's what's going to transpire for the next 4 years. But it's going to take more than one, right? So who are the next 2 guys that supplement that? You look at this team that just won a gold medal. It was LeBron, it was Curry, it was KD. Those 3 guys carried them in different ways at different times when they had to have it. So who is going to supplement it for him? I think Jason Tatum has to be the first guy I'm going to say, because I think it's going to be critical for Jason Tatum to get back to that stage, have a completely different role as one of the main alphas, main go-to guys. And then there's a third guy that's not even a part of it right now. I think Jalen Brunson.
I agree.
Jalen Brunson is not LeBron James, but Jalen Brunson will be like the table setter for that team. He will be the guy that's got the ball in his hands a lot. He can score. He's obviously very good in big pressure situations. He's proven that. So the stage won't affect him. You're going to need 3. I think Brunson's the third guy to go with Anthony Edwards and Tatum.
Look how happy you just made Kendrick Perkins when you said Brunson.
That's what Granny used to do when we was at Our Mother Mercy. You know, when the preacher gets to preaching that gospel, and, you know, them old ladies give you that
Exactly, in their hats, everyone's raising their hand. That's Kendrick Perkins. He is the old lady.